So you've just received your annual health screening results, and you may have noticed a few asterisks, perhaps one next to something like total cholesterol. And with that, you probably want to stop eating some eggs or maybe switch over to some skim milk. But let me stop you right there. Total cholesterol number is almost useless. It's like looking at your company's financial data, looking at just the revenues without knowing your expenses, your margins, or your debts. It's only half a picture. You want the whole picture. As an internist, I know how your organs are all connected. As a cardiologist, it's my job to help you evaluate your cardiovascular risk. And as a vascular specialist, I understand how things affect your blood vessels. Now, when it comes to cholesterol, I don't want you to think about it as fats. I want you to think in terms of logistics. Cholesterols are what your body needs to build cells and build hormones, but they cannot flow freely, so they actually have to come in the form of lipoproteins. And that's where the L comes in your HDL and your LDLs. That's the last alphabet in the HDL and LDL. Now, LDLs are like delivery trucks, right? So they carry cholesterol from liver out into the body. The HDLs are like the recycling trucks. They'll carry out these cholesterols from the walls into the liver to be disposed. If your body or your road, in this case, have too many of these trucks, they'll end up bumping into each other and they'll unload the cargoes wherever into the arteries. In total cholesterol, the number that you measure is just a combination of both. So it doesn't tell you which one is which. A typical doctor will look at the blood test and tell you your risk for having these accidents. But what it doesn't tell you is all the car wreckages that already happened on the road. This is why my recommendation for you is to not stop it at just a basic blood test. You need to go beyond and try to identify any of these plaques in the arteries. There are some tests I would advise. One is called ApoB. Now this helps you identify not just the trucks, but the dangerous trucks that are on the road. And then number two, lipoprotein little a, identify additional genetic predispositions. Now lastly, we can use technology such as ultrasound of your carotid to help you identify these plaques building up in the arteries that go to your brain, or a CT scan to help you look at the arteries that supplies to your heart. And if you see any rust, that's where we can treat early and treat aggressively. And that's what we call precision medicine. So I would advise you to look beyond just numbers on a page and have a closer look of what's happening inside. And this is Dr. Peter, and you can subscribe and let's keep the traffic flowing.